Okay, family, how you loving? We're having a little connectivity experience this morning. Please stand by. We're going to see if we can get it together. Patience is a virtue when you have tech challenges. And even when you don't, always, patience is a virtue. Let's see what we can correct here. All right. Now, let's see if we cannot get Clubhouse online. If we cannot get Clubhouse online, mods, go ahead and start a Clubhouse room. And I think someone can put us on speaker. Make sure you're in the Christian Witches Club on Clubhouse. Mods, I know you all probably hearing me. Let's see if we can get this rolling. All is well. Sometimes you have a couple of little twists and turns in the road. It's quite an experiential morning. It's quite an experiential morning. All right, we're going to begin with our meditation as always and pull up our Course in Miracles. God morning. God morning. And mods on Clubhouse, please do go ahead and create a Clubhouse room in the Christian Witches Club and connect us up, connect up the community. Okay, let's begin. Deep breath. Breathing deeply. Remember. Remember who you are. Remember. Remember source as self. Remember. Being still on the inside. Remembering all is one. No longer fabricating mental images that project into the third dimensional world of effects. Simply a clear channel and conduit for the love, the peace, the bliss that is source, the true essence of all. And breathe and be still. and let go of all thought. Remembering. It is said in magic, the most important thing is to remember. Remember the ancient magic strumming in the blood. Remember. Remember the ancestors. Remember our magical forebears. Remember who we are and where we are from. This great infinite intelligence of infinite life, infinite love, infinite wisdom, submerge in the all. Drop the personality. Drop the constructs. Drop the stories. Drop all that is not love. Pardon me, thank you. Being perfectly still on the inside. Our meditative space before giving attention to A Course in Miracles, Lesson 75. Pardon me. Being perfectly still. Releasing all thought. Still on the inside. Daily cultivation of stillness. The flowering ground of the Infinite One, the bliss and beauty ever available. Sink into it. No matter what may be unfolding in the world of effects, know that you are forever one with the One, and a meditative moment, a pause, a breath, a go within is all that is required to come home to the real world. Peace, stillness, tranquility, serenity, joy, bliss, energy. You may hear your heart beating or sense its gentle pulse. Tune in. Tune into the energetic body, the multi-layered sheets around the physical body, comprising the auric field, the hundreds of chakras throughout the body, temple, and beyond. Tune into the energetic body, the entire system, connecting every organ, every joint, and every thought to source. Now, after have experiencing clearing the mind at will with the breath, clean sweeping the entire energy system, consciously, fully aware of the energetic nature of our being, conscious, fully aware of the oneness with all. We now open our eyes slowly and give attention to A Course in Miracles, the book, the blue book, or follow along at ACIM.org. Opening the eyes, slowly, gently. Offering great appreciation for this day, unlike any other day, brand new. Offering great appreciation. Bless this day at its very beginning. Bless this day at whatever point in your day you may be experiencing this idea 75 from A Course in Miracles. Bless it all. Bless your life. Bless it all. And now we will bring forward A Course in Miracles, lesson 74. Now, family, please let me know in the chat what happens when I switch to this screen because we do not have screen share today. I'm on a different device. There's some tech experiences going on here. So I'm going to come back to the live stream. And please let me know what happens on the live stream. Oh, what happens on the live stream? It goes black. Because my Course in Miracles book is not here with me in Mexico. Let's see if I can pull it up on this screen. I can pull it up on the other screen. Look at Spirit. Yes. The light has come. That's our lesson for today. Whoo! Spirit, the light has come. The light has come. You are healed and you can heal. The light has come. You are saved and you can save. The light has come. Woo! The light has come. The light has come. You are at peace and you bring peace with you wherever you go. Darkness and turmoil and death have disappeared. The light has come. Woo! Come on, Spirit. Today, we celebrate the happy ending to your long dream of disaster. All the while that we have been dreaming of disaster, we celebrate today the happy ending. It's been a long dream of disaster. None of it was real. There are no dark dreams now. The light has come. Today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. Today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. It is a new era in which a new world is born. The old one has left no trace upon it in its passing. Today, we see a different world because the light has come. Our exercises for today will be happy ones, in which we offer thanks for the passing of the old and the beginning of the new. Oh, yes, Spirit, the light has come. No shadows from the past remain to darken our sight and hide the world forgiveness offers us. Ooh, the light has come. Today we will accept the new world as what we want to see. I accept this new world as what I want to see. We will be given what we desire. We will to see the light. Yesterday we affirmed over and over and over and over, I will there be light. I will there be light. We will be given what we desire. We will to see the light. The light has come. All that willing of our collective consciousness that decided we chose to come together in an upliftment of consciousness everywhere, intentionally ascending consciousness everywhere, doing our part in God's plan for salvation of the world. And in that we will the light, and we forgave our grievances, and we forgive our grievances, and we will forgive any grievances that may appear on the screen of consciousness. The light has come. And now, here on day 75, after daily practice, after each day doing what we were asked to do in our daily practices, holding the idea for the day in consciousness, integrating it into it becoming a realization on all levels of being. The light has come. After us doing all of that every single day, every single idea, every single meditation has culminated today and continues with the light. Whoo, have the God bumps. The light has come. All your delicious work has paid off and is paying off because the light has come. Our exercises today will be happy ones. Oh, that's paragraph 3. Okay, I'll read it again. In which we offer thanks for the passing of the old and the beginning of the new. Today, every practice period we undertake will be a happy one. No shadows from the past remain to darken our sight and hide the world forgiveness offers us. You see, the reason that the light has come is we have accepted our holiness, our inherent innocence. We have accepted our wholeness. We have accepted that we ourselves are one with all source. We have accepted that love created us like itself. We have accepted that our made up perceptions about the world that simply are not true, and I forgive them all, and I give them all over to source, and they have been burnt off in blinding light of source. We have accepted holiness. We have accepted that our grievances hide the light of God in all, and we will not hold a grievance, which is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Not only is a grievance my own death and brings my brother in me into darkness, hell, and jail. Not only is that the case, that I am actively attacking God's plan when I hold a grievance. It's an active assault. And it's not only me having the issue. We will not do that. And after all of that, we've come to understand some things about the nature of the surface mind that loves to make up stories and it loves to look, seek, but do not find. We learn the central doctrine of the ego. We rooted into all of these 75 ideas or 75 days with reviews of ideas. The light has come. All your work has paid off in spades. The light has come. No shadows from the past remain. Today we will accept the new world as what we want to see. We simply accept a forgiven world, a Christ world. We will be given what we desire. We will to see the light. The light has come. Our longer practice periods will be devoted to looking at the world that our forgiveness shows us. That is our longer practice periods. 10 to 15 minutes. This is what we want to see, and only this. Our single purpose makes our goal inevitable. See, we are single-minded. Christ said, keep your eyes simple and your whole world will be light. Oh, there will be light. Keep your eyes simple. Keep your goal singular. God is my only goal. And to see the world of God is my only goal. When we only want one thing, the kingdom of heaven, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, make it primary to see the light. All these other things are added unto us. Today, the real world rises before us in gladness to be seen at last. Sight is given us now that the light has come. You see, we could not see in darkness, the darkness that was veiling the light, the darkness of our own grievances, the darkness of making up. They did this to me. She did that to me. They said this to me. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. And all of the stories we made up while we were on the freight train of error thoughts with the mass consciousness, afraid of everything, including our own shadow. The other day I walked outside. I was in Miami and I saw some chickens. And in this particular part of Miami, I see chickens here and there sometimes walking around. And sometimes you hear a rooster, different places you hear roosters and things like that. And I was looking at these chickens, and as soon as I walked out the door, they just scrambled. They were just running, afraid of everything. And that's why we developed the metaphors around chickens and fear, and chickens that just peck at the ground. It's what they do. And we developed another metaphor that the eagle was more to our liking because the qualities of the eagle are regal and ascended and exalted. And it represents leadership and vision and strength and royalty. And so no longer do we peck around at the ground, using the chicken as a metaphor for the ego, pecking around at the ground, looking to see what little things you can find wrong, and being afraid of your own shadow, running from everyone and everything. This withdrawing in fear. What about soaring as the ego, free, high consciousness? The light has come. We do not want to see the ego's shadow on the world today. We don't want to see it. Therefore, we're not going to see what we don't want to see. And you will only see what you do want to see. We see the light because that's what we willed. I will there be light. In the darkness of my own consciousness, I will not be afraid of my shadow. I will go into the darkness of my own consciousness, clean it up with forgiveness, clear it all out, and move wholly into the light of holiness, the light of innocence, the light of a world forgiven, the light of me forgiven. We see the light, and in it, we see heaven's reflection lie across the world. This we continue to return to is the reason that Christ was able to heal everything that came in front of him instantaneously, because he didn't see what was wrong with anyone. He only saw the light, and his blinding vision. And when I say blinding, I mean it knocks out the third dimensional eyes that ain't seeing jack. It's just basically an apparatus for navigating the third dimension and for casting shadows outside of ourselves and seeing what we will see in front of us as a reflection of our own consciousness, a great mirror. The two eyes not really showing us truth. This is why meditation and spiritual practice, we close our eyes and we go into the third eye and we behold truth, which is far beyond this dimension. We see the light, and in it we see heaven's reflection lie across the world. See, we stop seeing problems. Stop seeing problems. Stop seeing, I heard there was war. I didn't see any evidence of it. I did hear it. I'm not saying that there isn't one. I am saying that the ego is quite busy. Like we used to say, the devil is busy. When I was in the Christian paradigm, when I was in that thought stream on the freight train, there were cars on that freight train, and some cars had one religion and some cars had another religion. Well, in the paradigm that I was in, it was all blamed on something outside of you. Both you're good and you're quote unquote bad. If you did something bad, you cast it outside of you on the devil. And if something good happened to you, you cast it outside on some God person in heaven. No more. No more. We have come to understand the whole world is inside. The whole world. And anything I do, it is because I chose to do it from within my mind. And now I'm experiencing law of cause and effect. There's no God casting blessings, raining down blessings today, but I think I'm only going to rain blessings on these people and not these people. Whatever. All the praying people praying before the games begin. Both teams are praying. Please, God, be with us. How can both teams be praying to the same God? Both asking for the same thing. That would mean that God would have to deny one and grant the other. God doesn't play favorites. God doesn't work like that. This universe of life doesn't work like that. The best in a true system, the best man, quote unquote, wins. Well, if you were in the gym, it's a great exercise. Well, if you were in the gym and you were working and you were working and you were working and you had your mind around line, the one more aligned with the win is going to win. More aligned on all levels. Maybe the ones that were goofing off don't have the advantage, but the ones who didn't party for the last 90 days and stayed in the gym and stayed focused and maybe they won. It's law. It's law why they won, not praying to God. Wars and armies, both sides pray to God. God, help us. God, who is love, help us kill all these people. How insane is that? And we believe this is God. We believe it. I just finished watching Vikings Valhalla. Valhalla. You know, the Vikings, they're always fascinating people to me. It's very fascinating, the whole Viking thing going on. It's very fascinating. And I was watching Valhalla, Vikings Valhalla, and in it, the Christians, this was around 1100s, I believe, 1100s, maybe 1400s, somewhere in there. The Christians were really, really, really deeply entrenched in their killing of people. So they were dead set on finding all the heathens and killing them, the heathens and the pagans. And I kept asking myself, what was the jump from Jesus loving everyone, not fighting a soul, staying the sword in the Garden of Gethsemane, and even when Peter struck the ear off of the enemy, the guards who came to get him, he picked the ear up and put it back on the man's head and healed the man in the midst of him himself being giving up. Like he said, you can't kill me. I can give up my life, but you cannot kill me. You can't take my life. I can give it up. How did we get from that, the epitome of love, forgiveness, I and the Father are one, just as you and I are one, to kill the heathens, kill the pagans? I'm not sure how humanity did that. This shows us the insanity of the ego and the fact that the ego knows no bounds in its destruction thirst. Do we really want to go in that direction? No, I never felt good when I went in that direction. I could feel it immediately. This doesn't feel right. Let me get back home. Let me come home to myself, like the prodigal son. Cast out there. Prodigal son is a metaphor for when we leave our father's house and go out with the fortune. He had all the money. Give me my inheritance now. I don't want to wait. Okay, are you sure you want this? Yeah, it's given to me now, Father. I don't know when you might kick off. And I want to have fun now. I don't want to wait till you kick off to have my fun. Let's get this party started, right? Hedonism, let's get it going. Here's your money. And you go out and you squander all your money on women and sexing and boozing and men and whomever. It doesn't really matter. You squandered all the money, you ate all the food, you engorged your whole, it was a full sensory. He just went straight into the whole body experience. I've had my hedonism moments. They were like, wow, just get in there in the whole body. Do everything the body wants you to do. And then after a while, you're sitting there and you're empty, like, well, that wasn't it. And you remember the truth of Sadhguru's statement that they could not find joy, so they settled for pleasure. I didn't have joy. Well, I just slept with somebody else again. I just, ate all the food I wanted to eat. I was munching. I was inhaling these Twinkies. That didn't do it. Another chocolate cake. Addicted to sugar. How come I'm still empty? There's one thing that fills up, and one thing only, God, source, within. Everyone has inside of them a God-shaped hole that can only be filled with God. Well, that doesn't stop us from giving it a good go at filling it with other stuff. Sex. Have all the sex you want. Doesn't matter. There's always more sex to be had. Have all the sex you want. I did. I was like, well, maybe that's not it. It wasn't hedonism, and it wasn't asceticism. Just deny everything. No money. Walk around with rags. Just deny everything. It was none of those. It was none of those. And the Buddha made the same journey. It was none of those because we were looking for something. And now the light has come. You, beloved, the prodigal son returned home to your father's house when the money ran out and the good times came to an end, and we found ourselves with the pigs eating slop. We remembered. We have a home in our Father's house. Christ was telling you something in this story. And thousands of people that heard the story by now, billions of people have heard the story. Most of them like, yeah, that's a good story. That story is you. Beloved, that's you. Come home to your Father's house. The light has come. This is our Father's house. The light everywhere, upon everyone. Grievance is gone. Forgiveness in full effect. So much forgiveness, you don't even need forgiveness anymore. Began the longer practice periods by telling yourself the glad tidings of your release. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Say it to yourself. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. I got no grievances with anyone or anything. I am at peace with all. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Say it to yourself. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. And breathe. Dwell not upon the past today. Beloved, look at me, beloved, dwell not upon the past today. Is it a deal? We're going to shake on it, you and I. We will dwell not on the past today, dwell not on the past today. Keep a completely open mind, washed of all past ideas and clean of every concept you have made. Keep a completely open and clean and free mind, washed, a washed mind. You have forgiven the world today. Remember, you have forgiven the world today. You can look upon it now as if you never saw it before. You have forgiven the world today. You do not know yet what it looks like. You merely wait to have it shown to you. I don't know what the real world looks like without all my grievances and past. I see only the past. I don't even know what the world looks like without doing all that crazy shit. We've never seen it. We've been on the freight train. And now we are off the freight train. The light has come and we see the whole world. What? I thought the world was the freight train. No. That was a strange, long dream of disaster. That's what the Course calls it, a long dream of disaster. You merely wait to have it shown to you. You wait to have the world shown to you. While you wait, repeat several times, slowly and in complete patience, the light has come, I have forgiven the world. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. Realize. A realization is not a thought. A realization is not an idea. A realization is not a wish. A realization is a penetrating reality of truth on all levels. It's penetrating. It is the reality of truth. Truth being made real in the being, beyond the being. Truth being made real, it's a realization that your forgiveness entitles you to vision. There is a win. Family, we didn't just ask you to drop all your swords and your spears and your axes. Well, I just watched the Vikings, so you know they had axes and spears and swords and all that and arrows. We didn't ask you to drop all your weaponry. And remember that you cannot attack and you cannot be attacked. Remember that your weapons, your weaponry and the defenses we put up, these are indeed proof that we're weak and need some kind of defense. These are attacking our invulnerability. So today we remember our invulnerability. We drop all of our attacks and our attackers. We drop all of our grievances. We drop all of our weaponry. We drop all of our alarm systems and all our buzzers and bells. And when somebody gets too close, we have a little alarm code go off. Right? We drop all of that. And we remember the light has come. I have forgiven the world. Everything is forgiven. Everything is full of light. Everywhere you look, you will have mystical experiences today because you will see the world as Christ sees it, and your very presence is healing. It says at the top of the lesson, it says, the light has come. You are healed and you can heal. That's what happens when you forgive everything. This was the win when you dropped your weaponry and your attacks and your attackers and your attacks on our own invulnerability and our beliefs that we are weak, yet God is the strength in which I trust. How delicious. While you wait, repeat several times slowly and in complete patience. Patience, the light has come. I have forgiven the world. Realize that your forgiveness entitles you to vision. You have an inheritance to see right through the third eye. And to have the law of cause and effect bring you only the effects of love. Because that's all you're sending out. Because you forgot everything else that wasn't love. You just forgot it. Divine amnesia. Understand that the Holy Spirit never fails to give the gift of sight to the forgiving. The Holy Spirit will not fail. God will not fail. The angels will not fail. Christ cannot fail. The ascended masters cannot fail. The ancestors cannot fail. Spirit realms cannot fail. They will take my forgiveness and use it as the source material to give me the gift of sight, to restore to my mind the gift of sight. Believe he will not fail you now. Know this, you will not be failed. You cannot be failed. You have forgiven the world. You've forgiven the world, you cannot fail. He will be with you as you watch and wait. We are watching and we are waiting to see this light on the entire world, the whole world forgiven. He will show you what true vision sees. You will see as Christ saw. The man by the pool. And Christ, after a brief conversation, said, pick up your cot and walk. And in that instant, this is the instantaneous, spontaneous nature of miracles. They burst forward. And of course, tells us if miracles are not happening, something has gone wrong. If miracles do not occur, something has gone wrong. You ought to expect miracles, 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 miracles. He will be with you as you watch and wait. He will show you what true vision sees. It is his will, and you have joined with him. Remember, we already joined our will with God. God's will is the only will. Wait patiently for him. He will be there. Wait patiently. The light has come. You have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Tell yourself, the light has come. I have forgiven the world. Tell him, you know you cannot fail because you trust in him. Tell him, you know, I know, Father. Father, Mother God, I know. The all, I know. I cannot fail because I have forgiven the world. I know I cannot be failed. I cannot fail and I cannot be failed. And tell yourself, you wait in certainty to look upon the world he promised you. I'm waiting in certainty, certain I'm going to see it. Oh, here's a glimpse of the light. Oh, here's another miracle. I knew I would see it. Expectancy. Believe it. Expect that you're going to see it. Today, the light has come, and you will see the world that has been promised you since time began, and in which is the end of time ensured. Before time, you have been, and you have been promised. And the promise continues forever and ever. And you will be still the all, even after time. The shorter practice periods, too, will be joyful reminders of your release. Be happy today. Be happy today. Be happy today. The light has come. The light has come. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Remind yourself every quarter of an hour or so, every 15 minutes or so. Yesterday was every 30 minutes. Remind yourself every quarter of an hour or so that today is a time for special celebration. Give thanks for mercy and the love of God. Give thanks, celebration, happiness. The Course is using words that give us the framework of the quality of our day, the qualities. It said celebration. It said happiness. It said thanks. It said release. It says rejoice. Give thanks for mercy and the love of God. Rejoice. 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 To know joy again. Keep rejoicing. Oh, I know joy again because I was in joy and then somehow I slipped into something else. Wait a minute. Let me rejoice. Let me rejoin myself to joy. Rejoice in the power of forgiveness to heal your sight completely. Woo, woo, woo. Forgiveness takes away all my crazy, all of it. To heal your sight completely. Complete healing. We're talking complete 150% whole. You are healed and you can heal. There's nothing wrong with you. Your innocence, your holiness is truth about you. That other thing we put on was a coat. Drop the coat. We already took it off. Strap it. Be confident that on this day there is a new beginning. Today is a new beginning. Can you feel the beauty and the inspiration? Can you intuit into the stream that is telling us that the sun, this is the sunrise? Today I will pull out the sun card in the tarot deck. And tonight I will pull out the star card in the tarot. The bright, bright, bright cards that remind me. You can meditate on the sun card today during the day and even through the night. You can meditate, put the star card under your pillow and meditate on the light has come, integration. Without the darkness of the past upon your eyes, you cannot fail to see today. And what you will see will be so welcome that you will gladly extend today forever. Wouldn't you welcome happiness, joy, peace, serenity, bliss? Wouldn't you welcome harmony? Wouldn't you welcome getting along with people? How about getting along with everyone? How about getting along with all people? You'll gladly extend this day forever. You won't want to go back. Say then, the light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Should you be tempted? Tempted into a grievance? Tempted in any way? Say to anyone who seems to pull you back into darkness, the light has come. I have forgiven you. In your mind, you're not telling them this. Why? Because we understand that the darkness is in my mind. And God put the solution for the darkness where the problem is in my mind. The light has come, I've forgiven you. Because across the screen of consciousness, something might come up, an old grievance or something. Who knows? Remind yourself, oh, the light has come, I've forgiven you. And be done, be done, be done. We dedicate this day is dedicated, Source, to the serenity. We had it this morning as a word in our meditation, serenity. Our meditations are always perfectly aligned with the Course through not the thinking mind, through synchronicity and alignment with Source, through going to the quantum field, the all. Because in the quantum field, it is not aligned by time. Time is a construct of the third dimension. It's aligned by synchronicity, the coming together of seeming coincidences. Now, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Seems like a coincidence. It's the synchronicities, things happening together that are good. And catapult you on your unfoldment and the unfoldment of this ascension within, this ascension of consciousness, remembering who we are. Keep it in your awareness of yourself. Serenity. Keep it in your awareness of yourself. Today, remember, this day is dedicated source. We dedicate this day to serenity, in which God would have you be. Remember, God's will for you is perfect happiness. God's will for me is perfect happiness. Dedicate this day. When you dedicate something, it means it can only be used for that purpose. When we dedicate our magical tools and implements, they can only, if you have a goblet or a chalice that you have dedicated, it's on your altar, and you have consecrated this for holy work. You don't just take it to the kitchen and pour some soda in and start drinking it. No, it remains on the altar. And what the course is saying today is to dedicate, is to take this day, put it on the altar of serenity, and it can be used for nothing else. Oh, I love that. Thank you, course. My day can't be used for anything other than serenity. That's very lovely. My day cannot be used. I dedicated my day to the serenity that God would have me in. So I can't really do anything else but be serene and tranquil and peaceful and blissful on the inside with myself and everyone. Because I did dedicate this day. I said this day belongs to serenity. That's what I said. It's on the altar of serenity, my whole day, your whole day. We're doing this together. Keep it in your awareness of yourself and see it everywhere today, serenity. As we celebrate the beginning of your vision and the sight of the real world, which has come to replace the unforgiven world you thought was real. You see, the real world is replacing the long dream of disaster that we thought was very real in the third dimension, also known as the Matrix, also known as Maya, the illusory world of effects. Of course, also calls it the clouds. What a day you will have today. Your day, now having been dedicated to serenity, is full of light. Your day and you and everyone in it is blessed magnificently. This day unfolds with synchronicity upon synchronicity, happening in sublimely beautiful ways, miracles. This day is blessed with happiness and joy and connection and love and rejoicing, to joyce again, have joy again. And celebration and confidence and certainty that I cannot fail and I can't be failed. Certain and confident in God, so confident, as the Course says, those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait, and to wait without anxiety. You can afford to wait, and you can wait with no anxiety because you're certain of the outcome. I'm certain of the outcome. The light has come. That is our Course in Miracles lesson today. We are very, 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 very thankful for your presence. This day, Clubhouse and my internet connection in Mexico, we're doing some things. And so we're here on YouTube, the Valerie Love YouTube channel. Please share. Share. Comment, love, smash up the likes, smash-a-thon. That's how we share love. Share love. That's how these programs understand that we're sharing love. And on the Christian Witches YouTube channel. Mwah, love to the Christian Witches. And of course, to, oh my God, Sun Grazer. Mwah! You are amazing, Sun Grazer. Mwah! Namaste. And of course, on Facebook at the Reverend Valerie Love Facebook fan page. All the links are below. I love you. Have a beautiful day in serenity. Mwah. Boo, the light has come. Namaste. And blessed be.